Man, I know I might have some people yelling at me by now for not actually doing more story-based stuff out of this, but this is such a lot of fun to explore. Like I'm loving this so far. Just exploring the area. Hey guys, this is GamerCat. Welcome to some more Pokemon Sword and Shield Isle of Expansion. Yes, Isle of Expansion. That's exactly what it's called. Isle of Armor DLC expansion. I saw a shiny there, right? Yep. This has just been a ton of fun to explore so far, and I hope that people are not getting too frustrated with that. Oh hey, it's this sea. I have already been there, okay. So I don't need to worry too much about exploring that. The coloration here is actually really, really cool. Like, the whole purple water thing is weird, but I love it. It just looks rad, so that's neat. Anyway, I'm going to go back into the cave and explore a different route that way, because there's still a bunch of exits over here that I need to look at. And I do also know that I need to get towards the other dojo bit as well at some point, so I can see what's over there. But oh, one thing I didn't make note of yet, I really love how the music fades out a little bit down here. It just is a really, really nice touch to have the song go quiet, you know? Makes a lot of sense. Hey, Cramorant. I don't know, like, Cramorant is such a derp, but that's fine. Alright, so what have we got over here? More leaks, that's pretty good. Magnemite, oh, perfect. Magnezone is one of the ones I'm pretty interested to try out. I hope it's good. I hope that its 4 times ground weakness doesn't just ruin it. Because, honestly, Magnezone is a lot of fun as a Pokemon. It's one of my favorite steel types. I mean, it's not a surprise it's one of my favorite steel types, because I love electric types. It's my favorite overall type of Pokemon. So, it's no surprise that I really like Magnezone as an electric steel. But hopefully, it actually gets to do stuff in this gen. I think the fact of it's coming out now, as opposed to in Crown Tundra, is going to be very, very good for it. If you give batteries to a grounded Magnemite, it'll start moving again. Oh man. Magnemite is not the Duracell bunny. It is kind of the opposite. Alright, I see Cider. Oh, Dedenne. Pretty sure this thing is going to see absolutely no play. I don't think it has ever seen play. I mean, unless they've given it Dazzling Gleam at the very least, I don't think there's really any hope for Dedenne to see play. If you want to play Dedenne, you play the TCG, because Dedenne GX is busted, my dudes. Yeah, once per turn, discard your hand, draw 6 cards on a very searchable basic GX. Yeah, it's only got 160 HP, so it gets wiped out quite quickly for 2 prizes, but that is the price you pay to set your deck up all the time. Oh, well, isn't that nice? Alright. Yeah, so, I don't know, Dedenne, it has the right typing. Electric Fairy is good. It's just, Dedenne is not good. Yeah, it just doesn't really work that well. But, again, maybe there's something different with it this gen. Who knows? There's probably not. Most Pokemon don't change that drastically between generations, so it's more just kind of nice that it's back, I guess, because people do like Dedenne, so apparently the pain subsides for it. Yeah, it seems about right. Oh, it's more Pico. Huh. That's cool. I wonder if Morpeko and Dedenne just like in competition with each other all the time. Considering, oh, that's a good one to note. So the cell battery, if you take electric damage, you raise your special attack, I think it is. It's a consumable, like, one-time item. So that could also have... Like, yeah, it's one of those that's always had some interesting potential, and it's just never actually been, like, really usable, I don't think. It's probably just a bit too situational for most people, but I have seen some really crazy team ideas and stuff. Ooh, Pitaya Berry. Okay. 2 Wiki Berries and a blue Apricot. That's really good. Still shaking a little bit. Yeah, so we can get a little bit more out of it. Still get more out of it? There we go. Okay, now we can leave. So we get what? 2 Pitaya Berries is pretty good. 8 Wiki Berries is so nice. And a couple of blue Apricot. So we can make some lure balls now. That's cool. I always like how Kingler like moves to the side, as an actual crab does. I like how it moves to the side in order to chase you. There's Meryl! Oh, its tail glows too. That's really cool. I actually had no idea that that its tail did that. Yeah, you can just about see it there as well, like just as it's starting up. It's kind of weird that you don't get a proper look at that, right? Oh well. Yeah, so Azumarill was one of my favourite Pokemon to use in Gen 6 for a while. The Belly Drum Aquajet stuff was just so powerful. But even without that, I actually quite liked the Assault Vest set myself. That was one I always used, and Splash Plate was another one that I used to fake Choice Band. Now that it doesn't have knockoff though, that could be a bit of a problem for it. Bottle of Zinc, that's pretty good. There's Lopunny in the wild. We already caught one from the max raid, so I don't need to worry about that. So that's neat. Come on. Lots and lots of soft sand. It's a shame that doesn't sell for very much. Oh, are you gonna be cute? Oh my god, it bounces when it moves to you. It's laughing at me. It just laughs at you. That's kind of fun. Okay. Anything else over here? That's Corfish again. We've already seen that before. It doesn't matter that much. Oh, there was another bit that I wanted to explore too, but I've gone away from that cave now. There was like a marsh area or something. Oh, this is it actually, the Soothing Wetlands. Yeah, there's like a marsh area that I didn't realize. Yeah, dude, this shell is so blue in the overworld. That looks very different to what it did in the Pokédex. Huh. Right? I've already looked this up, so I should really know. But yeah, it just... Nah. I guess it is that. Maybe it's just the lighting. Because it's in like, dusk time here. Anyway, what do we get from this tree? Looks like red apricot. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'm only going to get 2 though, so... Red Apricot is the one that gives Level Ball, if I remember rightly? Which is actually one of my favourite... it's one of my favourite Pokeball designs. I love the Quick Ball as well, actually. I do think Quick Ball is a really well-designed one. Nice Wooper. Quick Ball is really well-designed, but I honestly love the Level Ball for how it looks. Okay. Is that Fomantis? I thought this thing was supposed to be in Crown Tundra. That's actually cool. Fomantis being here. Now, I don't think Lurantis is really going to be something you're going to see that often. So, okay, there's a couple of problems with this thing. It basically is a Trick Room. It's a Trick Room contrary Pokemon, right? So one of the big problems that it's going to have is that a lot of Dynamax moves will increase its stats, which will obviously be decreases. It's the same thing as what Malamar has to deal with. So that's a problem. The other thing that's kind of going against it is the fact that it doesn't get any like stat drops or anything going for it when you are Dynamax. What is that? Oh, it's Skorupi, okay. God, they sound so creepy when they move. Okay, so what are you gonna show me? It's Bouffalant. Yeah, Bouffalant is actually really cool. I don't think Bouffa's gonna see that much use either. It never really has in the past. But I don't know. It's got Sap Sipper, so it can be a bit of an out to Venusaur. That could be good. So who knows, right? Oh, yeah. This was the area that I saw and didn't actually go into. Okay, so well, you've got Chloritza as the thing, right? Yeah, Chloritza just looks neat, but again, probably not going to see much play because it doesn't really work with Dynamax. Yeah, so I figured Quagsire and stuff would be here. There's Fletchinder's pretty neat. More ore. It's good. Yeah, so I guess if you just need a ton of watts and you can afford to spend the ore, then there's enough of it around, right? There's Litigants again. Very, very good to see that Pokemon in the game. Like, it just didn't really make sense to not have it when you had Whimsicott, right? But then again, a lot of pairings got broken up that way. There he is. Charge! God, he's actually a lot faster in the overworld than you'd expect. He's only got 55 base speed normally, so not exactly a speedster, this guy. So it's kind of surprising seeing how fast it was in the overworld. This is another one that I actually do have a copy of to bring over. So one of Bouffalant's good traits actually is its signature move, Head Charge, is like Double Edge, but with the recoil of Takedown. So it's 120 base power, 100 accuracy, but it only hits you for a quarter of your... Bash Buffalo, nice. Only a quarter of your health instead of a third of it. So that's neat. You know, it's got a bit of a niche in that aspect. Is that going to be good enough for it to see play? Probably not, but... Alright, you're a different person. Seem to have an awesome bike. And customize it. Sure. Bike lady! Yes. Glistening black, let's go. Oh, that actually looks really good. Okay. You know what? Yeah, I'm into this. This looks neat. Okay. Yeah, I knew the Rotom bike did have like extra customizations and stuff. Oh, look at the glow behind it too. Okay, this is good. If I'd have had this earlier, it would have been pretty fun. But now this is good. I like this. This is I'm definitely into the sparkles and stuff with it here. I'll see what the other one is like at some point later, but for now, obviously, this design is more than fine. Big old boofer. So we got the protein. Run away. Don't really want to tangle with another boofer. It's a hyper potion. You don't see those too often. Yeah, so I came out of here. This goes back into the cave that I got all the other stuff like Loudred and Poliwrath and whatnot out of. So then I made it here, and I didn't actually explore this area. So that's what we're doing now. There's a TR here. If I can get it. Muddy water. It's not a bad one. Again, most of these TRs, since we've had so long with the game already, I already have like tens of them. So they're not really going to be that impactful for me to find, but it's still worth looking at them, you know. There's the damp rocks, so I think we found all of the rocks now. Again, not really too fussed about keeping those aside because they're easy to find from, there's an NPC that gives you them. That, on the other hand, definitely worth keeping an eye on. Black Sludge is something which is possible to... I think it's possible to steal in the overworld. I forget who you get it from, or what Pokemon you thief it from, but yeah, it's obtainable, but it's not very common, so... Iapapa. Okay, Iapapa is one of the healing berries, actually. Yellow apricorn is really good. And the thing's shaking quickly, so we're just going to leave it at that. The yellow apricorn... Is that the one that gives the moon ball? I think it is. The moon ball is probably my... I would say my favorite overall Pokeball design. What do we got here? Grass Knot! Wait, Grass Knot is a TR? How have I never realized that? I always seem to forget about that move existing. I mean, it makes sense because it used to be a TM, so... There's a lot of stuff to get here. Oh, Apricot's not too bad. What's the Aguaberry is another heal one. 2 green Apricot. Okay, that we definitely leave. Green Apricorn is the friend ball, which is another neat one. Not one that I'd use very often, but it is definitely neat. You know, the one thing I kind of find funny with all this stuff, though, I was initially going to be cutting a lot more stuff out with this, but there really isn't a lot that's worth removing, because it's all exploration stuff, right? It's all kind of relevant. Maybe I've just done too much streaming in recent years, so I don't necessarily know all of what I would and would not cut, but it's like... Oh, that's very good. Yeah, there's just like so much to look at here, and all of it is kind of relevant, so... Yeah, I don't know. I'm also kind of recording a lot of these at the same time, as you can imagine, because I don't exactly want to stop playing this that much, so... Yeah, that's another thing for it, I guess, but... There's another Golduck. Don't really care too much about that. I did see the TR over here, so... That is gonna be the next step. Just go through to that. And it is Electro Ball. Interesting move. I don't think it's ever really seen play. It's another Chansey. I did see Chansey earlier, but I don't think we really need to worry too much about Chansey right now. So, looks like Chansey's not exactly going to be that easy to find in the wild, but it might just show up anywhere, which is kind of neat. Oh, there we go. Yep, so we can get a Alola Marowak from here. Unfortunately, I don't actually have one of these right now, but I guess this is also worth keeping an eye on, because yeah, if we can get a Alola Marowak, I think Alola Marowak might actually be able to do something in Trick Room teams, because its typing is actually pretty good. Chandelure sees play with that Fire Ghost typing, and it has a unique move in Shadow Bone, right? It gets dumpstered a fair bit by... really? You can't go around there? Gets dumpstered a fair bit by the Incineroar, but Incineroar isn't as ubiquitous. No! No! Why is he here? Damn it! No! This is one of the Pokemon I didn't want to come back. Whatever. Yeah, it does get dunked on by Incineroar, but Incineroar's not as ubiquitous as it was before, so I don't know. This thing might change that, however. Okay, so there were only about 3 Pokemon that I did not want to see back. Smeargle is one, this is one of the other ones. Amoonguss is just... It's so frustrating. It's not a bad Pokemon, that's probably one of the issues, but like, it's so bulky. It's got Spore, it's got Regenerator, it's got Rage Powder. Expect to see a lot more safety goggles because this thing is in play now. I'm not a fan. That's unfortunate. Yo! Don't think I don't see you up there. And then it just jumps off the tree. Well, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that being around. I mean, okay, sure, it makes sense, but I don't have to like it. That, on the other hand, I am totally fine with. Yeah, it seems like Chansey just kind of appears wherever it wants to. Makes sense, I guess. Chansey actually did that in Let's Go, Pikachu and Eevee as well, right? Okay, so Tangela. I can't remember Tangrowth seeing that much play in any of the prior generations. It saw a lot more play in singles last gen, from what I was told. It actually ended up being really good with Assault Vest. It's not got a lot of special defense to its name, which is a definite problem, but Tangrowth could be okay. It has good moves, it does have access to stuff like Sleep Powder as well. It's not very fast, although you could Chlorophyll. That's a Scolipede over there. Okay, maybe Chansey just appears more often over here. I could see that happening too. I know some people are going to be very happy to see this guy. I'm actually kind of happy as well, because I think Speed Boost could be really interesting this gen. And one of the weaker aspects of this Pokemon, if I remember rightly, is its special defense, which might be helped by the fact if it's got Max Flutterby. The only problem is I don't think its Dynamax moves are that impressive, because what have you got? You've got Max Flutterby, which is fine at lowest special attack, that could be good. And then you've got Max Ooze, which it's a physical attacker, so it doesn't benefit from the special attack boost you would get. And it also suffers the penalty of being weakened because it raises an attacking stat. So I'm not actually convinced that Scolipede's Dynamax moves, at least the main ones, are that good, but it has a lot of good coverage. It's got like Aqua Tail, it's got Rock Slide, it's got Earthquake, right? So you could boost its own special defense with Max Quake. I think it might also have Iron Tail. So that's kind of good. Yeah, and it's got Speed Boost and Swords Dance and probably Superpower? If I had to guess, I'd imagine something like that would have Superpower. Wait, what was that? I heard something really weird there. It's Crawdon. That's not the super weird thing I heard. Ah man, these sparkles are making me think that there are items that actually don't exist though. That's gonna be a problem. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, let's get some more. I already have one of you, don't I? Oh no, I don't. Oh right, the Clara had one, right? The trainer, so that would explain it. That's where I've seen it before. Okay. Well, hey, we're getting some good stuff out of this, right? The cool thing is I could just use like a rare candy or something and level up a bunch of these to get the middle stage evolutions. Similar species, but when the two meet, a huge fight ensues. I bet Sizzlipede wins that most of the time, right? Because it's a fire type. Okay, what is in this tree? Yellow and one pink. The pink is for Love Ball, which I know Azure should be happy about. Oh, and the black one too for Heavy Ball. Okay, so this is where we're gonna find most of the apricorns then. Is in the Focus Forest. Ooh, that didn't look pretty. Bit of a lag issue there, that's for sure. Man, I do not want to imagine trying to do this online right now. I think the frame rate here would just be tanking so hard, right? Alright, what is in this tree? White, red, and black. Interesting. 2 reds and a citrus. Alright. Yeah, so these apricorns are going to be very neat to get the extra Pokeball stuff. That's one thing that's been kind of bugging me a lot in... Oh, Persimmon Net. Oh, wow. I don't think I've seen one of these in the wild in this game, right? It was something that you had to find in, like, rustling grass or something. So that's kind of cool. Just seeing it carrying the coconut in its tail. Alright, anything interesting up here? I mean, there's another bike lady, right? No? Digging Ma? Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. With my lovely shovel. Okay. Chance to choose. Use a payment to dig to see if I can find even more. Oh my god, it's gambling. Ah, oh, it's gambling, alright. Whoa, okay. Here we go. Yeah, that seems about right. Wait, how can it dig if it's broken? You fool! What is happening? Yeah, because I don't want to lose all of that ore. So you gotta spend ore to try and win ore for that, huh? And she disappeared. Interesting. I thought she'd stick around, but obviously not. Okay. What are we gonna find in this tree? Citrus berry, that's not what we want. Oh, it's already quickly shaking too. That's fine. Yeah, we'll leave it. Not exactly the most exciting of trees, but whatever. Okay, what is your awesome Pokemon of the day? It's Zorua. Ah, yeah, I am super excited to play this. Is it going to be good? God, no. But is it going to be the meme of the century? Absolutely. Zoroark is hilarious, dude. I honestly really, really like messing with that. I've had some very, very fun highlights in the past of using Zoroark, masquerading it as stuff like a Rose Raid, and using Flamethrower with that. It's been very, very nice. One of my favourite Pokemon to mess around with. Again, is it good? Not that good, but... there's a lot of stuff I'm going to get from this one. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Because that's a lot of apricorns there. So yeah, 1 green, 4 pink, and 2 red. And 1 black too as well. Nice. Kind of forgot that one dropped as well. So yeah, Forest of Apricorns is definitely the thing here. That's a fungus. We'll catch that before I go get the TR. Yeah, so I'm not happy that this thing's back. Just because it was so dumb in Gen 6, the couple of times I did do VGC there. It was also really good in Gen 7 too. The Tapu Lele messed it up a little bit, but... and maybe the Psychics and stuff will still be very good against it here, but I don't know, it's... it's not great. I do honestly expect to see a lot of it, but maybe the fact of Rillaboom and like Venusaur exists might make it a little bit less played. Alright, so we've got Sludge Wave over here. Yeah, because it might just be a little bit too much of a liability against some things. The fact of Togekiss is also so prevalent is like good and bad for it. It's bad because... oh, there's Ponyo. It's bad because the Togekiss has got Air Slash, potentially, although not every Togekiss carries Air Slash. Most of them do, because Max Airstream, right? But not every Togekiss will carry the move. So there's a possibility that it doesn't get affected with that so much. But yeah, the fact of it's weak to max airstream probably hurts it quite a lot, but we'll see. Shut up, nobody cares about you. I'm sorry, I do not like Pikachu, for those who don't know. Don't know how you wouldn't know that by now, but yeah, I really do not like Pikachu, so you can kind of just stay over there. Okay, so I think... I think I already looked at this bit, right? Because this is... Yeah, that just goes back to the beginning bit that I saw. I've been kind of turned around a little bit in here because I'm just trying to get all the stuff. What the heck was that? Okay, it's obviously not Ponyard. I don't know, I thought I heard something kind of crazy over there, and I'm just like, don't recognize the cry. Where would it have even come from? That's confusing. Whatever. I guess it doesn't matter that much. Oh. Gotta get all the shinies. Alright, so I think that's probably a decent enough spot to leave things. We'll see what's in this tree. Yeah, Forest of Focus definitely seems to be get all your apricorns. So if you're looking for special Pokeballs, absolutely go into this area. Alright, yeah, we'll leave it at that. Yeah, I don't know, there just seems to be a ton of them around, which is great. But yeah, I think that might as well do it for just now. Yeah, there's stuff up there I'll be exploring in a sec. But I say in a sec, in the next part. But yeah, it's kind of a cool little place, isn't it? Just a bunch of interconnected little tunnel bits. Again, very, very different from the other stuff that we've seen now. I might as well get the item whilst I'm up here. It's on the other side of the tree after all, not really... Oh, Sticky Bar, I could have maybe thingied that. Shed Shell might be worth keeping an eye on. Yeah. Anyway, this has been Gamer Cow. Almost getting chased by a Cordon, kind of getting chased by a Cordon, and then it ran into a tree, because it's a numpty. Yeah, playing some more Pokemon. The Sword and Shield, Isle of Armor expansion. Exploring all the places. I guess next time I'll have to find my way out of the forest. But until then, take care. Bye!